How's everybody?
Great.
Good. You tired of listening to him yet? Can I give my coaching testimony?
Yes, they're definitely tired of listening to me. But you've been, how many years in the NBA?
Played 11. Been coaching, I think, for 18. I was cut twice, so I count those as half plays. So I've been almost 30 years. I've been in the league. I love it. Love what I do. I'm passionate with what we have going. We've changed our whole roster. We added a lot of exciting pieces, young pieces, so it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of enthusiasm around the team. I was with the guys a couple of days ago. The reason why I'm late, I had to move my daughter in for her freshman year in college yesterday, otherwise I would have flew in last night. And then everything was late today, plane was late, traffic was bad, and it took me a while to fix my hair. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm glad to be here, I'm thankful that I was able to make the event.
Well, I mentioned how many years, and again, Scott should be so proud, forget getting cut, just to be a part of the NBA. And Scott Parvin mentioned this, and Marty and others, Chris, and I think for everyone here, we should appreciate what a special league we have and what type of athletes on display every night in this league. Sometimes we take that for granted, just how good the NBA is. But as I say, there's billions of people on this planet. We've got the 400 best playing basketball.
It's incredible. I get to see it up close, up front. It's the world's greatest athletes. There's, like you said, a little over 400 players. Strong, quick, athletic, high IQs. It's just fun to be around. It keeps you young, it keeps you excited, it keeps you engaged on what's happening. The league has changed. I mean, overnight it's changed. Over the summer, players are moving from team to team, and like I said, we've changed our roster, and a lot of good things are happening in the league. The league, I think, is at its all-time high right now. There's so much excitement, so much enthusiasm, and so much hope. And a lot of teams have hope going into this coming season.
And again, the atmosphere that, as you've witnessed, playing and coaching this league, the fan dynamic, it does make a difference. And I'll see you sometimes talking to fans during the game.
It's changed. I mean, the whole league has changed. I was telling a friend a couple of days ago, I was cut by the equipment manager 30 years ago. That's how much it's changed. Now I spend time with the guy about the cut. It's one of the toughest days of my job when I have to cut a player. I got to basically sit down with him, tell him what he needs to do to get better. But when I play, the guy just said, "Hey, Scott, you're cut. We'll talk to Mary and get your ticket back to California." So a lot has changed, and it's changed for the better. Trust me. But I love what the league is doing. I love what the league is going. There's a lot of good things that are happening. Just the way the teams are playing. It's no longer not as much isolation basketball. There's no longer, not that I'm saying the bigs are out of the game. The bigs are changing. They do so many different things now.
They hit 3-pointers.
Yeah, they hit threes. When I played with like Olajuwon. I played with Ewing. They were back to the basket, and you throw it inside there, and you just wait for them to pass it out to you. Now the ball is moving. It's flying around. There's pick and rolls. Bigs are cutting. Offensive rebounds. Threes are being made at a high level. But there's just so much going on in every NBA game.
And again, the presentation of NBA games. I mean, 30 years ago, you're saying you're cut by the equipment manager. It's a lot different game nights inside arena. And I imagine, as your focus, you've got a pretty important job winning games to do. But you probably, and the players feel that atmosphere as well in arenas, in this arena specifically.
Yeah, it's great. The players, one thing the players need the fans, and we all need them. It's fun going to the game, knowing you have good buzz and it's a good crowd. It's a lot of games. It's 82 games, and there's going to be nights where, maybe physically if you're exhausted, you're coming back from a back-to-back or a long road trip, the crowd gets you involved, gets you in the game, and gets you a little bit more juice, and I think it's great. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy with our crowd. We like I said, our team is so much different going into this year than last year. Last year we had, we made some tough decisions, and we had some bad luck. John missed probably, I think, 50 games, and I think he probably played 30 of them, and 20 of them he was really banged up, but he wanted to play it out. He's as tough as they come. And then Dwight Howard, he missed I think 73 games. So a lot of tough luck there. But going into this year, I think our draft pick is really, he had a really great game the other night. in Japan. Rui, he had 35 points. I just think he's a solid player. I spent quite a bit of time with him already this summer, and in the summer league, just a great guy, a good guy that I love. I love his mentality. He wants to get better every day. He wants to prove his disposition is just great. I just love the way he comes to work every day that he has over the summer, and it's going to carry on. We've had an assistant coach in the last 2 weeks in Japan, spending time with him, with their national team, and he said he's just been playing great.
That's our draft pick, Rui Hachimura. You guys excited about that? We got Rui coming from BC. And that's it. He's got quite a personality. I mean, he's already having fun with us.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy is 3 years ago, I talked to their coach in Gonzaga, Coach Few, and he said when they brought him in as a freshman, very little English, very little. And the next year, maybe 15, 20%, and then the next year, 50, and then the last year, much better. But now it's like you gotta think, okay, I've heard enough now. He's gonna be great for us. I mean, he's a young player. He's gonna have some ups and downs, like every player in this league, particularly young players. But we're gonna be able to grow with them, and we got some great guys on our team to help them continue to learn and experience everybody's rookie year. But I think, like Brad, I was with Brad, 2 days ago in Los Angeles. He's excited helping him develop along.
You mentioned Bradley. That's the other thing that we talk about, and I was boring people with my story about the importance of time and how you spend that time and how you're spending the time now with people and the connections you make. But I think we should also appreciate the time we have with Bradley Beal, and it's been a long time. That's a good thing. But basketball careers, suddenly 10, 15 years go flying by. We are witnessing a true superstar that's developing before our eyes in the NBA, and that's not an exaggeration.
No, not at all. I think this is going to be his 8th season, and he's only 26 years old. That's what's really remarkable. He's gotten better every year. This is my 4th year. I thought he should have made the All-Star team the first year, and he just missed it. But the last 2 years, he's been an All-Star. He's gotten better every year, and I saw him work out the last 2 days ago for 2 straight days in LA. He's gotten better. He's in great shape. He's excited for the season. He's going to get better. And I really believe this. 3 or 4 years ago, he wasn't really good making decisions with the basketball, but he really challenged himself. And now he's a playmaker on the floor. He can score 25 to 30 points, but he can help facilitate and give guys ability to score easy points himself. Thomas Bryant, and like this year's going to be Rui's the same way. Brad is going to be able to help all our players get better.
And, people ask me, how's it going to be coming up this season? I always use the phrase, I hope you're okay with this phrase, I always say, we're going to be fun and competitive, because you just mentioned Thomas Bryant. I say fun and competitive because, it's fun watching guys just enjoy the simple joy of playing, and that's what we're seeing with some of these young guys, and I think that's why, fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a fun year.
It's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be challenging, but I love the guys that we have. For instance, when I saw Thomas Bryant, he came to Las Vegas in the summer league to support the guys that we had that are trying to make a team, or the guys that we drafted. And we signed him to a nice contract for 3 years, and I asked him what the first thing you did, what's the first thing you're going to buy. He said, Coach, you know what I did? I got 2 big, thick, juicy burgers and 1 donut and cut it in half and made it a donut burger. And I just munched away on it. That's the kind of enthusiasm he has, and that's the young players that I'm going to be dealing with this year. That's going to be the exciting part, because you just never know what's going to happen day to day. But I know one thing: they're going to play hard, and they're going to play together, and they're going to have some fun doing it.
Can we get any donut burgers catered here at the NBA National?
A new trend, right?
You have to play a basketball game to work that off, though. I think that's the way it is. Listen, Scott Brooks, he's made the trip from LA, even fixed the hair for the folks here. That was nice. You look sharp. You look good. That was good at Jack and Scott, the lawyer, but that's all right. We're okay with that. So, anybody have some questions for head coach Scott Brooks? While we have him here, we know we have a roving microphone somewhere.
Right here.
There it is.
Right here.
So just raise your hand if you have any questions for